What's up, Guardian? Welcome to Season 19 of Destiny 2, Season of the Seraph. So excited to get into this. There's going to be a lot of guides, a lot of walkthroughs coming your way this season. We're going to talk about the main event that we'll be doing for our gameplay loop for this season, which is the HEIST Battleground event. So quickly, if you remember what we did for Catch Crash last season, we're doing a very similar thing. We're just going to tell you the main mechanics so you can get through it smoothly. Again, this is a matchmade activity, so you will have the chance, if you're not in a fire team, of getting matchmade with someone who doesn't know the activity. That is perfectly okay. Here are the base mechanics and how you can get through it quickly. So for the first part of this activity, it's really straightforward. You're on the surface of the moon, very familiar place that we've been a lot of times, and the main mission is to kill everything in front of you. The main stipulation that you have to look out for is that Rasputin is viewing us as an enemy right now. So you see that these lasers are coming down from the tower. If you are in the line of sight of the tower and the laser is on you for long enough, I think it's about 10 seconds, you will die. You will insta-die. Please don't do that. What you're trying to do is get rid of the chrysalis on top of the surface of the moon, and you do that by defeating the ogres and witches that come out of the different spawn points. As you're doing that, just make sure that you have a really strong ad clear build, so you're super, having something like Wither Horde or Xenophage, things that are going to clear out and manage ads really easily. This is a great place to do it. And as you are doing that, just make sure that you're being aware of your cover and taking cover from Rasputin's laser beam that will kill you, and just clear everything out. As you are doing that, and then you complete the activity, Annabray will come to our rescue, turn off Rasputin so he's no longer laser beaming us to death, and then you go down into the bunker area. You just quickly go through the bunker area, killing everything in front of you, and then you'll land yourself into the next room. In the next main room, you go to the console to start the decoding process so that you go into the next room, which is the vault right after. But in this room, your job is just to basically kill everything in sight and make sure that none of the highlighted enemies, the ones that have the glowing aura around them, get near the console. If they get near the console, it stops the progress, and you'll have to kill them before being able to progress further. Similar to the surface of the moon, everything in this room is pretty easily manageable. The only main thing that you have to really look out for is halfway through the encounter, an ogre will spawn with a little bit more health, and you need to kill the ogre. After that, you'll head down further into the vault. Please do not get killed by the laser beams. You do have to walk around the lasers like I did. And then you'll find yourself in this little atrium area right outside the vault. To get access to the vault, you have to destroy the runes that are keeping the vault locked. And you do that by going to each of the sides of the room, either the right side or the left side. You can do one player each because this is a matchmade activity. There are 3 players, and you kill the enemies that are protecting the Warmind relic. You pick up the Warmind relic, then you go back to the runes, destroy the runes, and then it gives you access to the vault. As you can see here, each rune, relic, whatever you want to call it, gives you a charge long enough to be able to destroy 3 of the relics. There's 5 relics in total on the door that's keeping the door locked. So you can either do the same side twice, or 2 people, one on the right, one on the left, and then one person takes out 3 of the relics and the other person takes out the other 2. But either way, as long as you destroy all 5 of the relics that are locking the door, you're good to go. After which, we're getting ready for the boss fight, the final boss of this room. When you enter this room, you can immediately start doing damage to the boss. As you see, I'm using Xenophage, I'm using the fusion grenade build. There's a lot of things to easily get that health bar down. There's 2 sections of health. That first section of health is ungated. Then the boss's shield is going to go up. The only way to take down the shield is for laser from Rasputin to take the shield off, and you have to get the charges to be able to charge up that weapon that's going to take the shield down. So what you'll see are shielded enemies that are not the boss will pop out of the corners. You easily can defeat those enemies with some grenades, a Wither Horde shot, Xenophage, whatever you're using, and you'll pick up the charge that they leave behind. Take that charge to the middle console to charge it up. Again, we're charging up the weapon that's going to take down the boss's shield. And then once you've done that 5 times, you can begin doing damage again to the boss. Again, this is a very straightforward encounter. The biggest thing here is that, as I've seen the couple runs that I've already started to do, and as I'm doing all the completions of all my characters, since this is going to be a part of our weekly gameplay loop, you're gonna want to do this as fast as possible to get through this so you can go on to the other parts of the gameplay loop. So remember, as we said with Catch Crash, it's going to be the same thing. Really lean into offensive super. So whether you're Warlock, Nova Bomb, I'm using well just because I like using the fusion grenade build, because again, that does a lot of damage. Thunder Crash is going to be good. Tether is going to be good. Anything that's going to be able to both control the ads as well as do big boss burst damage is going to be great for these encounters. As well as, again, Xenophage is great. Anarchy is going to be great here. Anything that's going to really be able to pump out damage very quickly so you can get through this encounter, because this is just one piece of the gameplay loop. Again, we're going to be coming out with additional videos and additional context to talk about the other aspects of the season, but this is just a quick breakdown of the heist encounter activity, whatever you want to call it. So get out there, matchmake, make some friends, and have fun.